Hello everybody and welcome to the Gun Shop with me, Dan. Today we're going to be discussing the differences between two extremely popular guns. The Weihrauch HW100, which we have in a thumbhole carbine 177, and the HW110, which we have in the standard sporting tactical synthetic black. So, as you can see, two differences straight away. One is wood and one is synthetic. Now, you can get the 100 in a synthetic variant, in two in fact, one in black and one in green. The other difference you might have noticed is the HW100 has a metal action, whereas the HW110 has a plastic action. To discuss the other differences, let's get up and close so we can see exactly what's going on. So let's begin with the stocks themselves with the two that we've got here. So as I said, the HW110 we have in its synthetic black. Now this is the only stock you can get with the 110. It's a full black, a very matte black finish, and a matching black butt pad on the end there. Now comparing that to the 100 that we have in the thumbhole carbine, you will notice a beautiful piece of wood with a brown matching butt pad on the back there, and then you have a black spacer with a very small white spacer in there as well. Looks absolutely beautiful on the gun itself. As well as the butt pad, we've got the pistol grip here. Now, of course, a thumbhole pistol grip alongside its two-stage match trigger, which both guns do have. Moving slightly forwards up the gun, we'll continue with the 110. The 110 has a one-piece plastic action. This action is, like I said, one piece, so you've got your Weaver Picatinny style rail on the top there, you've got your plastic side loading lever there, and then we have two metal, we have the metal safety and we have the metal magazine release. Manual safety as it is on the 100. Now, the 100 safety is just a little bit further back here, but it still works on the same system, and you have got yourself a metal loading arm and a plastic magazine release. Now the 100 comes in a 12 shot magazine in 2.2 and a 14 shot magazine in 177, and the 110, as the name does describe, does come in a 10 shot magazine both in 177 and 2.2. So moving up the gun, we come up to the canisters, the air reservoir, where the air goes when you fill it up. Extremely similar. The 110 does have slightly less shots in it though. It shoots about 130 shots in a 2.2 and about 110 in the 177. Maybe that's where it's got its name from. Whereas the HW100 in carbine, now I will go through the different styles of 100s that are available, but in carbine you're looking at about 50 shots in 177 and about 75 shots in 2.2. Whereas sporting in full length rifle, you'll be looking at about 110 in 177, so you know, more than double, and about 140 in 2.2, so just a few more than a 110. But plenty of shots in there, of course. I mean, some guns you can only get sort of 40 to 50 shots out of, so it does make, you know, quite a bit of difference. Now, while we're on the subject of carbine and sporting stocks, the HW100 comes in a large variety. It comes in thumbhole, it comes in thumbhole carbine, it comes in sporting, which is a very similar stock to the 110 but in wood, and then it comes in sporting carbine as well. You can get it in 177, 2.2, .20, as you can with both of them. It also comes in synthetic, two different variants of synthetic, and it also comes in full shrouded barrels, so keeping everything nice and quiet. You can get that in carbine thumbhole, sporting, you know, sporting carbine, and then on top of that you can also get it in a beautiful laminate finish with an adjustable cheek pad. The 110 on the other hand, you can get it like this, and that's it. Now, while we are on the subject of carbine and full length, let's go through what different variants you can get in the two guns. So let's start with the 100. Now the 100 you can get in a huge variety. This here is thumbhole carbine, as you can see with the beautiful thumbhole there. Now when it comes to the thumbhole, you can get it in, like I said, thumbhole carbine, full length thumbhole. You can get it in a beautiful laminate finish with an adjustable cheek pad. It's 2 different colours. It's absolutely beautiful. It's definitely worth looking into that. Then you can get it in sporting stock as well. Now the sporting stock is extremely similar to the 110. Now standard, the sporting, full length sporting is a wooden stock. You can then get it in sporting carbine. So you obviously get a much shorter gun. It does bring the weight down as well. On top of that, you can get the 100 in synthetic, 2 different synthetic variants, black and green. And then you can get all of those, excluding the adjustable cheek pad, in fully shrouded barrel too. So a huge variety of guns, a huge variety of variants available in the HW100. When it comes to the HW110, this is the only way you can get it, in synthetic black with the sporting stock. No other way to get the 110. Now the 110, something interesting about the 110. 1-piece plastic action with a full length rifle barrel. So comparing this one, the 110, to the barrel length on the 100, you're looking about 3 or 4 inches longer on the 110, and that's because it's a much smaller action on the 110. Like I said, 1 piece compared to the 2-piece metal action on the 100. Now, because it is a 1-piece plastic action and you have got a full synthetic stock, it does make it lighter. You know, roughly about just over 3 kilos, whereas the 100, although if you get in carbine, it is considerably light, down to the lower 3 kilograms. You can, in a full rifle, it does climb, you know, almost to 4 kilos for the gun weight itself. Now, similar things about them. They're both side action. They've both got the side loading lever. Both got 2-stage adjustable trigger. Both come moderated. You know, and they both fill up using the same probe, so their quick fill mechanism is extremely good. Now, the HW100 does have a removable barrel. The HW110 does not. Now, with the plastic action on the 110, you do get the Weaver Picatinny rail, like I said, which because of the width of it, just gives you more security on the scope, which means, you know, less wobble. Everything's reduced on it. It's low recoil, absolutely fantastic. The 100 still has the sort of 9 to 11 mil dovetail rail on there, which is fantastic, reliable. You know, it's been around many years. Like I said, a 2-part metal action. The 110, something different they did with the 110. Now on this one here that we've got, you can see that the loading lever is on the right hand side. Now the 110, although it does cost a little bit more money, you can get it with a left-handed loading lever. Now the stock is ambidextrous, as it is on both of them, but it does mean that you can actually, you know, get a left-handed variant of the gun. So although the stock itself will remain ambidextrous, moving the loading bolt to the left-hand side creates a left-handed gun in itself. The 100, on the other hand, only comes with it on the right-hand side. You cannot get it in a left-handed variant because they don't exist. So right-handed only with the ambidextrous stock on the 100. The 110, still ambidextrous stock, but you can get it with a loading lever on either side. So those are the main differences between the HW100 and the 110. Why don't you let us know which one you prefer in the comments below. Take care, guys.